Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ramadan. I'll be making a video for you guys over Call of Duty Black Ops 2 today. I'll be playing with some friends, some guys I've known on Xbox Live for some time, and of course some subscribers, of course. Because it makes it a little bit more interesting to play with you guys, because you guys have questions, concerns, you guys kind of comment and speculate on things that I've talked about, and a lot of you guys are pretty good, I'm not going to lie. A lot of you guys are better than some of the guys even on my own friends list that I've known for a very long time, which is always a good thing. I like enjoying playing with you guys, and I look forward to continuing to do things that are around that basis. But anyway, guys, at any time during the video, if you enjoy something I say, or if you just want to show your support, you can mash that positive reaction button. Maybe you'll break it in the process. I wouldn't mind that at all. But at the same expense, you guys can also do any feature that YouTube allows. Hopefully you'll do that in a positive manner, but that's up to you. At the same expense, maybe you'll jump into the comments and have a little bit of fun with myself and other users. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things, and I think you guys will enjoy. I hope you guys will enjoy, because it's kind of the basis of why I make videos, for you guys to enjoy them in one way or another. But again, completely up to how you guys want to take that in and how you guys want to use that as information. But you know, I've actually been playing some Call of Duty. You guys have noticed a huge influx of just Call of Duty videos, one after another, and that almost brings up the question of, what happened to Battlefield, what happened to Halo, what happened to any other title. And, to be honest, there's nothing really wrong with what happened to those titles. I have no interest in dropping them completely, but I haven't really been recording, and there's a huge reason to that, is because those games require, a lot to take to record them. As a lot of you guys know, Battlefield is one of those games that isn't a 10-minute game. No matter what game type you play, no matter what map you play, I have very rarely ever had a 10-minute game. And that's pretty crazy to consider that even close quarters, the most ridiculous frickin' steroid Call of Duty mashup in Battlefield, even by itself, is one of those games that doesn't usually last 10 minutes. I have had 10-minute gameplays, but they're not high kills, they're just constantly running from flag to flag. You guys have all played that if you're a Battlefield player. If not, just imagine the other team is hiding and you are triple capping them and you can't find them. It's not very fun to play, and it's just one of those game types. It's one of those games where the opposing team isn't of the highest experience level, or they're just not trying to the highest extent. Just kind of how it seems to function. But, as for Halo, I have no interest in dropping Halo. I have no interest in doing anything of the sort, but I just don't have enough of you guys that play Halo. I have, not the skill level required to continue to play Halo in the highest regard. Now, granted, a lot of that will change. There's a lot, going up on this Elgato, and I've talked about this hundreds of times, it seems. I continue to preach this and give you guys information and blah, blah, blah. To be honest with you guys get the gist of it. The Elgato is going to redefine the channel. That is great. I look forward to that. I have explained it in more videos than I need to, but I always feel like I need to somehow reliterate it. I don't know. I guess my style of commentary is more along the lines of reliteration, which isn't a good thing. I need to change that, and I look forward to changing it. It's just, what can I talk about? I mean, there's stuff that's been said, and it feels like, man, how do you differ in the community? How do you really make yourself extend to a different basis? Well, you got to kind of jump off of your normal habits and kind of begin this new basis of understanding and this more of a logical thinking of how you want to plan your attack, or how you want to do YouTube in this function that really combines different operations, different people. Maybe you reach out and do different things that you're not accustomed to, like dual comms, for example. A couple weeks ago I did 2 dual comms in a week. You guys took those in really well, and I appreciate it. I think they were very well received, and I think you guys will continue to enjoy stuff that will somehow just come to be. But at the same expense, I do have other projects that I am continuing to think about working out, and we will see how that works. Playthroughs, again, one of them. DayZ's coming up, I hope soon. I told you guys like somewhere around after December it was coming. Well, we're 3 months now after December, so that kind of fell through, I guess, in that logical thinking. But I just have a lot of plans, and a lot of it's going to be finished. I mean, I'm going to start working on thumbnails in advance. I'm going to have some preset ones, some that are just, really defining of what I want to do. As you guys have probably noticed, this commentary is more sporadic. It's a little bit more of a discussion video, so I'm going to kind of implement that in there. I think those will be great videos. I think you guys will enjoy them, but at the same expense, they allow myself to talk about things that maybe don't exactly fit into a 10-minute commentary by themselves. As many of you guys know, it takes a lot to talk over 10 minutes. And, I mean, I think I'm pretty good at it. Granted, I take a lot of takes that you guys will never ever see. There are takes where I spend a minute and I'm just out of breath. And it's actually crazy to think that that can actually happen. 10 minutes of commentary is pretty crazy. It takes a lot for you just to completely mash words out at the expense of just talking to kind of, inform your audience, sell yourself to them, and at least in a generic standpoint, try to get your points across. I think I get my points across to a certain extent, but it seems like I'm always running out of time, which I need to work on that. There's a lot I need to work on, and it's a lot more of the professional side of YouTube. YouTube is definitely a crowd that is completely different. Like, if we were to meet in real life, there's two different things that can happen. You could enjoy myself, or, maybe you're not interested. That's how anything works. YouTube is the exact same field, but it's a little bit more based around different opinions, different things. When you see a visual effect, you kind of base your opinions about that. A lot of people see the machinima thing at the beginning. Well, some people like machinima, some don't. Some have noticed that machinima was at its highest regard, its highest standpoint, a few years ago when everybody was forced to post their content on there. And that's why machinima became something of this oh god site that was just so amazing. And I like machinima. Granted, I don't watch every video on machinima because it seems like, it's not as interesting as it once was. But it's still a great site, and I'll continue to be with them for as long as possible. I have no interest in ever wanting to leave, but I guess many people don't have a reason to leave when that's the only company that's willing to extend their arm out to a wide variety of users. So, I guess it's give or take in that category. But I have a lot of plans, a lot of hopes for Machinima, and hopefully you guys will one day see me on their site, and I think it'll be a great time. I'm actually talking to one of the producers over there, and hopefully things will work out, but I'll keep you guys up to date on that. I'm sure I can let you guys know. I don't imagine that there's some kind of basis that I have to obey or, follow or anything like that, but we'll find out. As for other things, guys, there's been a few things, meddling in my mind, which I don't know if you guys will enjoy this. I imagine you will enjoy it. I imagine myself will enjoy it, but I also imagine an opinion will arise that I will have to figure a way out how to make this to the point where you guys don't think that there is a self-purpose and I'm abusing the system and completely neglecting the audience in some way or another. Because there will be people that think this. I can't change their opinion. Believe it or not, there will be people that will think this, and I will stress this thousands of times during this procedure. But, again, people only want to listen to what they want to listen to. I can tell you what you want, but at the same expense, I cannot change your opinion, because your opinion is completely, individual. You guys all have a different basis. You guys all think in a different way. You don't think the same way I do. That's why a lot of the things I say sound really high-tech to some of you, really technical. I'm advanced in this certain category and placing words into the different contexts and the whole 100 yards. To some of you, that's crazy. To some of you, it's, common basis. You're like, oh, I get what he's saying, blah. Does that mean, like, anyone's less intelligent? No, it's just how you think. I mean, I talk in a weird way, and people think that I have a dictionary in front of me the whole time, and I'm looking up definitions and thesauruses and all that stuff, but in reality, I'm not really doing any of that. I just have, come up with different ways to say things, and you guys will understand. Some of you guys are young, some of you are old, some of you use different words that I don't even use. It's just how life works. But I'm going to get to the point because I've rambled about this for some reason. When it comes down to it, guys, I want to do giveaways, and I know what you're thinking. That's the virus of YouTube. That's the wrong way to go. That's gonna corrupt your audience, and that whole frickin' mess that people jump to without even having a clue on how I want to do it. And when it comes down to it, I want to do it. I think it'll be a great opportunity for you guys to get something in return. Now, I figured ways out that are of the basis that I don't benefit in any possible way. And I think it's a good way, but again, there'll be people out there that somehow make this fucking weird-ass assumption. But I want to open up a Facebook page, and then you guys will go on there and type in, like, hey, I want this item. Because, I'm not getting paid by Facebook. Are you kidding me? Why the hell would Facebook even care about YouTube? Facebook has billions of users. They don't give a shit about YouTube. They don't care. Are you kidding me? They would never sponsor somebody like me. But when it comes down to it, guys, I want to do something like that. Or maybe I'll just do it on the comments area, but you guys don't have to do any of that dumb shit that people are like, rate the video, comment, and do all that fun stuff. I mean, I guess you're rating, or not rating, I'm sorry. I guess you're commenting in order to say what you want, and comments are not as valuable as they once were years ago. But anyway, guys, let me know if that's something you want. I thought about buying a bulk of them, like maybe 10 or so, and then, a couple weeks later giving out the information. You guys can go nuts on that and have a little bit of fun. But this is NMO, guys. Unfortunately, we're coming to an end, and I'll see you guys in the next installment. And until then, guys, peace.